Hi Form 5. So here's a video to help you revise median, mode and range. So first of all, what do those words mean? So we've looked at the average and we know there are many different types of averages, but the main one that we did yesterday is the mean, and that's where we add all the values together and then divide by the number of values. Now, the other three types of average that you'll need to know are the median, mode, and range. They're all kinds of averages. Median means the middle value of a data set. The mode means the most common value. And the range means the difference between the biggest and the smallest. So the largest take away the smallest. So let's have a look. And let's start with median. So here's a set of data that I've already written on my screen. And to find the median value, we need to just put the data in order. So put the numbers into order. 11, 12, 13, 14, 19. And then what we do is we kind of cross out from either end until we get to the middle value. So I'm going to cross out beginning and end, then again here, and I'm left with this one. 13 is the median. Sometimes it won't be quite so simple because you will have an even number of values. So let's try again. Let's write them into order first. So 10 is the smallest, then it's 14, then it's 15, then it's 17, then it's 18, and then 19. Okay, let's do the same thing. So I'm going to take one from each end, one from here, and again, from here and from here. Now I'm stuck because I have two numbers in the middle. So we could say that 15 and 17 are the median, or we could find the average of those two and then that would be the actual median. In a case like this, it's quite easy because it's going to be the number that falls in between. So what comes between 15 and 17 is 16. So 16 is the median here. You will see some more complicated examples, and what you'll need to do is find the average of the two median values here. So I'll show you how. Just like we were doing yesterday, we need to find the mean. 17 plus 15 is... I'm waiting to hear you tell me what 17 plus 15 is. Yeah, 32. Now if I do that number, 32, divided by the number of values, it's going to be 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So it's the same answer that I showed you here, and that's the way we find it. We find the mean of the two middle values. So that's the median. Okay, remember it's the middle value. Now let's move on to the mode. Okay, so moving on to the mode. Mode means most common. So here's a set of data at the top, and this is a stem and leaf plot, this type of chart here. Okay, and I'm going to put the data into this chart. Now, on the left we've got tens, and then on the right I'm going to put in the ones. So I'll show you how this works because you'll need to know this for your task. So I'm going to start with the single digit numbers, so like 4, and I'm going to put it into this one down here because there are no tens. And I've got 3, I'll put that down here, and a 9. Okay, there aren't any more. Now let's move on to the numbers that have 1 10. So we've got 11, and now I'm going to just put the unit over here, the 1, because the 10 is already over here. So it makes 11 altogether. And we'll do 17, so the 7's going to go over here. And the 18, the 8 goes over here. And the 17, the 7 goes over here. Now onto the numbers with 2 10s. So we've got 23, let's put the 3 in the 1 section. 22, the 2 in the 1 section. And the 20, well, that's 2 10s and no units. So let's do that like that. Okay, now the good thing about the stem and leaf plot is that it makes it easier for us to see the mode, the most common. So if I look in here, I'm looking for a repeated number, and I bet you can spot a number in here that's in there more than once. Yes, I know you can see the number 7 twice. Is the answer 7? Is the mode, look back at the data, look back at the data at the top. I can't rub them out. The mode is not 7. 7 was not an original number up there. What is it actually telling us? This 7 here, yes, it is the mode, but it's actually belonging to this 110 as well. So the mode was 17 because there were 2 of them in the original set of data. Okay, another way we can look at mode, if there aren't as many values to choose from, but there are still a lot of those ones, this might be more useful. So a tally and frequency chart can be quite useful. So this is an example where maybe your shop had to say what sizes of jumpers they sold in one day. So this shows us the jumper size over here. The tally, we know tally is useful for when you're counting data as you go over time. And then the frequency, that just means the total of the tally marks. So how many jumpers in size 10 were sold? If we look at the tally marks, we can see it's 10, but in the frequency it's 10. And how many jumpers in size 12 were sold? 6. And in 14, 15. Okay, so what was the most common? The mode is here. Okay, and a frequency chart is really easy for us to see the mode. It's 14. Now let's move on to the range. Okay, we've looked at the median, which is the middle. We've looked at the mode, which is the most common. Now let's look at the range, which is the largest value, subtract the smallest value. So here's our set of data. Let's find the largest value of this set. Yes, 19. And the smallest value of the set, 10. I'm sure you can do this one. 9. So the range is 9. I think the range might be the easiest one to calculate out of all the averages. So that's it. We know that median, mode and range are all kinds of average. Okay, the same as mean yesterday. The median is the middle. So you must put them in order and then count from either end. Cross them out at both ends until you get to the middle, to join in the middle. If there's one middle number, you're great, it's that. If there are 2, you need to find the mean of those 2. The mode, the most common, the one that appears the most, and the range, the largest, take away the smallest.